Hello, guys. It's me, Yargy. I'm here with two awesome dudes.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, yes, I'm here with a Sarl Kagan and a Tyleranosaurus Rex.
Yo.
Oh, yes, and today we're gonna be discussing how many licks
How
it
many
takes
licks
to
does
the
it
how many
take?
licks it takes
How
to
many
Takes
get
to
to
get
the center of a
center
Tootsie Pop.
center of a Tootsie Pop?
Bernie.
Okay, so I got my Tootsie Pop here. It's cherry flavored. I think that yes, it's cherry. That's what it
Okay, can you
says.
please read us the expiration date on that so we make sure that everything's safe that we're doing here?
1974.
All
All
right,
right.
right.
Go
Okay,
ahead. Go
perfect.
ahead.
Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna start my licks. I have my counter right here,
The
All
lick
and
right.
counter, okay.
yes, I got my counter. And by counter, I mean I'm gonna start unlocking my phone and opening up the calculator and just keep clicking +1.
Okay.
Okay, because I can't add one to certain numbers.
Okay, or you could just draw tally marks,
I
dude.
I don't have I have. Okay, we're just gonna okay. So here I'm gonna start licking it, and
Okay.
you guys are going to
We're gonna make our
Okay.
predictions first, and then we're gonna.
Okay.
Well,
You guys make your predictions, and then I'll
yeah.
start.
All right. Well,
Or you guys
my.
make your predictions. I'll start right now. And
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Are you
okay,
ready?
and go.
All
Okay,
right.
Scott.
All right. See, I think it varies, and I think there's a formula that we need to figure out here. Now, I'm sure if that you take like the length and width of the tongue that is doing the licking, and multiply it by the amount of saliva divided by Benjamin Harrison's second term approval ratings. Wait,
Okay.
Benjamin Harrison, did he even have a second term?
I don't think so.
I don't think he did. No, he didn't. I think he lost to Cleveland. Cleveland's second term approval ratings. Then I think you might get the answer.
All right. We also have to take into account the type of saliva because certain people have different types of acidity within their saliva, which can totally break down the polysaccharide chains within the Tootsie Pop. And
Yes.
what we also have to be looking at is the type of flavor of Tootsie Pop. It could have different types of sugars in there, which can totally affect how it's broken down by the saliva of the liquor.
No, Harrison did not have a second term.
Okay,
All
that's
right.
good to know. That's good to
That
know.
was good. Yes.
David, how many licks are we at right now?
There, it's got to 69.
All right, 69.
All right. So I think that with the Tootsie Pop right now, we got to look at the history here, right?
Okay.
Tootsie Pops, they were invented in 1931 by Lucas R. Wisegraham, if I'm pronouncing that right. And there are 60 million Tootsie Rolls and 20 million Tootsie Pops produced every day. What does this have to do with the finding out the amount of licks?
Well,
Absolutely
this
nothing.
this tells us that they can't all possibly be identical.
Yeah. Look,
So
and
that
look-
means each Tootsie Roll is
Yeah.
quite different.
Guys, I'm at 100.
All right, good. You're a fast licker.
Oh,
Now,
yes.
the original assortment of flavors is chocolate, cherry, orange, grape, raspberry, and lemon is discontinued. Then there was the tropical storms assortment, the wild berry assortment, and non-standard flavors, as well as seasonal flavors. Now, I'm assuming that each flavor is probably made of different ingredients, which could react differently with the enzymes in the saliva, which
Right.
could cause a different rate of breakdown of the Tootsie Pop itself, which
Right.
could lead to different results.
Yeah.
Now,
What we,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You guys are nerds.
Now, I think that if we take this into account and look historically at the rise of,
Right.
I think we can get that the answer is 621.
All right. Well, David, what are you at right now as far as licks go?
152.
Okay. Well, and he said the flavor was cherry, if I recall, right?
Yes,
Yep.
it's cherry. Now look up the ingredients of
Now,
the cherry.
Yeah. Apparently, the cherry flavored Tootsie Pop has a higher partially hydrogenated soybean oil concentration than other Tootsie Pop flavors, which could take more licks than the average amount of licks it takes to get to the center.
I think we need to take into account the goings on of the electrons at
Right.
is there electron transfer going on here?
Well, we have to look at, are the electrons in an excited state?
Yes. Or
Will they emit light when they go down to lower energy
and we
levels?
we need to know, are these, what about isotopes? Is there any radioactive
Could there
decay.
have possibly been a contamination within
Oh.
the factory
For
that caused
example,
some sort?
what is the half-life of the material within the Tootsie Pop? You
All right, well,
know?
we're gonna look at something right now.
All right.
I'm looking at the concentration of human saliva. Okay,
All right. All
it's
right.
99.5% water.
Uh-huh.
So let's just assume that it is mostly composed of water. So if we just dipped a Tootsie Pop rather, in water, would it dissolve, and how quickly would it dissolve?
Hmm.
Also,
Now-
the other 0.05% of saliva has electrolytes, mucus, glycoproteins, enzymes, and antibacterial compounds.
That's disgusting.
So, will that have an effect?
Yeah. Now I'm also thinking we're talking about like the chemical reactions. What about physical? What if you're licking it
Oh,
so
right.
hard? What if you're licking it so hard that little bits of it are breaking off at the atomic level? You know?
Yeah, for that we have to take into account the actual potential energy of the tongue
Yes.
of the user.
Yes.
So I'm gonna look up a formula for that right now.
gotta
I know the kinetic energy of my tongue. When you take 1/2 of the mass and then multiply that by the velocity squared, is 320 joules of energy. So
Okay.
that helps you. There you go.
All right. So we got the amount of joules. All right.
But how many
Now-
joules per? So that's per lick, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yes. Per
So
lick.
330. Okay, 330 joules per lick. And what would you say your rate is right now? Like maybe 1 or 2 licks per
I'm
second.
going like 1 per second, man.
1 per second. All right, so that's about 330 joules per second.
All right. All right. Good. Good. Good.
So let's just say it takes him 10 minutes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. That would take 3,300 joules of energy alone.
Yeah. But did you remember to square root it by Millard Fillmore?
I did not square root it by Millard Fillmore. Let me do that.
All right. You gotta do that.
That comes out to about 57.3 if I'm rounding to the nearest tenth.
All right. Good. 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 Now you got. Did you use the correct amount of significant figures?
Yeah, I did use the correct amount of significant figures, but that's not important here because we're actually going for the most accurate.
Oh,
result.
that's not important here. That's not important here.
that's
Everything
not.
else we're doing is very important.
Right.
You're right. You're right.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna say it's gonna take my final prediction is. Let's see here. Is that about 350 right now? So I'm gonna say it's gonna take him 563 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking back to like the second Persian Greco War here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking of like Xerxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when Xerxes was advancing upon the Greeks, I think he actually left a formula about Tootsie Pops. Now, how could someone do this in 480 BC?
Well, there was inscriptions on the great on the Van Citadel in Athens.
Yeah, like I'm thinking about this, like people knew, they foresaw the amount of Tootsie Pops. So now we need to know that clearly there's time travel involved here, right? Mm-hmm. So we need to take into account the effects of time travel on candy. All right, like does it affect like
Right. Thanks for the update.
So if I'm taking this into account, right, I have to come out with about 347 licks.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he's past that.
Okay, then I'm coming out with 562 licks.
That is exactly 1 lick less than my prediction.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding.
I'm not paying attention. I'm just thinking. I'm in deep thought.
All right. Well, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think
That's about all we could debate here.
You almost there? You almost there, guys?
What?
What?
How close are you to the center?
Oh, I just stopped counting and I just bit into the thing. I'm still trying.
All right. So how many licks were you at before you bit into it?
I don't know. I probably should have been counting.
All right. What is the last number you can remember?
Yeah, this is really good.
What is the last number you can remember?
Well, you know what they say, Scott.
What?
Sarl. How many licks does
Sarl?
it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
The
The world may never know, and they never will.
Oh, fuck.
Because simply, there is too much scientific evidence to prove that each Tootsie Pop is unique.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just need to stop asking questions and just accept the world as it is, and just don't think about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
thinking.
so let's just let all these healthcare reforms go by and tax increases and,
And
Yeah.
And remember to like, subscribe, and comment how many licks it takes to get to the center of your Tootsie Pop.
oh yeah,
leave a comment down below if you have any answers for us.
And the flavor, but who cares? Because nobody watching this.
and
Bye.
comment if
Ah.
sorry.
Bye. And remember, guys, if you have any ideas of stuff that we should discuss or you want us to discuss, be happy to leave a comment of something that you want us to do. Because we really don't have any ideas because we're simple-minded idiots and we want to blow our brains out because we can't think of anything anymore. So, be kind-hearted and think of something. Have fun with it. We need a way to connect with our audience. Thank you. Goodbye.